Okay, our recording started. This is the first review we are doing with the professional setup. Hopefully, it captures everything properly. We just saw the new Gosling slot movie. Of what is it?
Project
Project.
Hail Mary.
Yeah,
Hail Mary.
Project Mary Jane. Yeah. So Brady, who said it was hard sci-fi? Was it the actual creators? Or was it the fucking redditors?
I think it was everyone.
I don't know if this is hard sci-fi. I call this half jump sci-fi. It. I'll say this: it didn't not go in the direction I was expecting. I was not expecting to see a little fucking cuddly rock alien.
I was
like,
not
halfway
expecting to
through.
see an alien either, and I literally saw him before. I thought he was like some sort of robot.
I'm gonna be
That
honest. I
too.
didn't think they would even become friends. I thought it was gonna do like a battle or something. I wasn't even
I
expecting
didn't.
them to work together.
I didn't expect them to like fight each other, but I didn't expect. I thought they were just gonna say hi, exchange a little bit of information, and then leave to go do the sample. So
yeah.
I guess
I
we
don't
just start
know.
off people with the plot. So
I thought they would end up working together, I'll be honest. Like, why else would he be there
I
other than to have
did
conflict?
Just because like a lot of hard. So what the fuck was that?
I'm trying to talk to Becca because
He just wanted to make sure
He's
my light
teaching
was on.
sign
no, I'm
language.
trying to make sure you don't press the button. Cause
No, I feel him on the side. Yeah.
Okay. So start off. So there's this thing, right? So what's happening is that these little black dots, which is an allegory for the African race, they're siphoning a carbon dioxide from Venus. So there's these things, these microbial aliens called. What is it called? What is it called in the movie? Adrenochrome? I forget the name.
Astrophage.
Yeah,
Astrophage.
astrophage. Yeah, so these little microbes called astrophage that are sucking off carbon. They're sucking off carbon from
Carbon dioxide.
from Venus, and this is causing the sun to dim. And they need to somehow get this to stop, because if the sun dims, it's gonna wipe out all the crops, climate change,
Half the
end of the world,
population.
end of the world scenario. So they get this guy named Raylan Grace, which is I don't know why they might as well just straight up just call him Ryan Gosling. Yeah, it's just straight up Ryan Gosling going to fucking figure out how to what this stuff is and how to kill it.
Yeah, they picked him because he wrote an edgy thesis in college where he fucking got fired for everything, and then he was even wrong at that. So I don't even know what the point of him being like edgy and being I don't know.
His thesis was that
His
life doesn't need water to
yeah.
exist.
Does Rocky need water?
He said he didn't need water, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Hydrogen and oxygen is water.
I mean, Rocky's a rock-based life form. He might be made of silicon.
That is true. He's made of that. What was it? What were they calling it? Xenonite.
He might be a silicon-based organism.
I'm gonna assume if he was made of anything, it would be the siliconite, or not.
I'm assuming. No, because in every like hard sci-fi, when aliens aren't carbon-based, they're always silicon-based. I don't know why this is.
It's because back in like I think it was the 80s or 90s, there was a crop circle in the UK, and in the crop circle they laid out a message that, hey, we're the great aliens, we're made of silicon, and that just kind of stuck.
Really?
I mean,
I think it's because of
I thought it was like for a smarter reason than that. Okay, sorry.
Dude, there's a crop circle every week in the UK. That's what they do for sport.
I could be dead fucking wrong, but that's all. But I've heard it before only because of that crop circle.
I mean, silicon would be interesting if they were like computers, because it is a semiconductor. I think that's the word. I don't know. I don't know if it's like, yeah, I think it's a semiconductor. Either way, it's used in electronics. That's what I'm getting at.
His character is brought on to try to figure out what this xenophage is, and how to fucking fix it, how to stop it. He gets debriefed by several militaries around the world. He's told, he tells them their information, they tell him his, and then that's when they debrief him on Project Hail Mary, this top secret government project, to find out. So, okay, a little bit all over the place with this, but they debrief him and they say every single sun in the Milky Way is dimming at the same time, except for this one star here, several light years away, and his job is to try and help with the project, to send a science team to go over there and figure out why specifically this sun is not dimming where the rest are. And from there it goes on. I forget to mention the beginning of the movie. Ryan Gosling, he wakes up on a spaceship, he wakes up from a coma 11 light years away from Earth.
An induced coma, I should add.
And he's going around the ship, and everything I've just told you are flashbacks that happen in the movie. And I guess this is Ryan Gosling trying to remember what his past life was, because when he wakes up, he has complete amnesia. He doesn't know what the hell happened. He just knows that he woke up and all the other crewmates are dead.
Well, he doesn't know where he is, who he is. Yeah.
He knows he's in deep space.
Do we know if they're actual flashbacks or if it's more
I
of
think it's more of the story just leading up to how he got to
exposition.
where
I
he
think
is.
it's definitely
I
implied
think
they're
it's
flashbacks
both.
because
In a
It
way,
is,
when
but-
he remembers how he got on the ship when he got subdued, he does get depressed a little bit on the ship. So
You're
I
right.
think that definitely is
Because-
a flashback.
Maybe,
Yeah, I think it's up to interpretation because it's never clearly stated, but I am leaning towards the fact that it is a flashback because he was talking about like the woman, the Master Chief woman who sent him up there,
Yeah, the one
and he
lady
was
that-
telling Rocky about her, and then it cuts to a flashback of the memory of her.
Yeah.
So that does make sense.
Yeah.
So I guess that answers my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and along the way, when he wakes up, he's already pretty close to the planet. He needs to take the sample from to find out, from the xenophage line. I'm forgetting the fucking name, so I'm just calling it the xenophage.
You saying it
Astrophage.
wrong, astrophage.
Astrophage.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the astrophage line. And there he meets like this weird. For a moment, for the first time I saw it, I thought it was like some really weird rock. No, it turns out to be a spaceship that looks like scaffolding that follows him.
I really like the spaceship. I really
It is a
like
unique
the
design, I'll say
spaceship.
that.
No, I did like.
He tries to get away from it. It follows him. Like he literally follows his every move. The spaceship sends a little fucking capsule. It misses. He goes,
He gets the other one. He fucking snorts the shit out of it, and then he thinks, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. That was a good
He
scene.
puts it in the little fucking the containment chamber.
He puts it in his mouth. He has an oral fixation, as Freud would say.
He takes it out. It's a little metal prawn that comes out that tells him, it's from the alien ship that tells him where this alien ship came from. Hey, this is our ship. This is where we came from. These are all the other stars in the galaxy. And he looks at it. He lines it up with the star map. He puts a little thing on. Hey, this is this planet right here. This is Earth. He sends it back, and then they start doing a
They
few
basically
more back
start
and forth messages.
communicating
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
They send a few more capsules
that
between
was a
each other.
full movie on its own, right? That's movie number one.
Yeah, that would be part
Can
one.
you
of it.
fucking please? Oh my god!
That's not even a Brodos. That's a minivan.
I
yeah,
know.
Fucking
Fucking
A little off
goddamn!
topic.
That's
But-
not a
No,
minivan. That is
that's-
what we call a crossover. I believe it's a.
I don't even think that was his high beams. I think that was just
that was
the
his
regular
running
headlight.
lights.
Damn.
It's because I actually no. Well, I'll talk about it after the review. That's not important. Well, I can explain.
So they do back and forth with the capsules until eventually the ship lines up with his, and it sends it makes a little conveyor belt,
Tunnel.
Yeah, it makes a little tunnel from the alien ship to his. He walks through it with the spacesuit, and he tries, and that's when they make first contact with the alien life form. At first, it does this thing where I kind of hate it, where it does like a jump scare. You just kind of see like a hand, and jump up. It's like Ryan Gosling. It's like, oh my god.
I mean, I'm fine with that. You don't know how sound works. You don't know how the other thing reacts.
I don't know. I feel like that was a bit too cliche.
It was cliche, but it wasn't offensive, if you ask me. There were cliches in this movie. That's not the only one, but I don't think it's that offensive at the end of the day. It was a 5-second scene because he instantly resolves it.
Yeah, he comes up to the little alien window. He sees at first we just see a hand. We see that it's some sort of rock creature with opposable thumbs.
Oh,
He tries to communicate it by tapping on it. It taps back. It points to him that hey, there's another capsule, and he opens it. What was that? What was in that capsule?
It was 2 rings of 8
Oh
balls.
yeah, it was 2 rings
meant-
of 8,
H2O,
indicating that the air
yeah.
around him was oxygen.
Not H2O, O2.
Yeah, it was O2.
okay.
Oxygen.
And
Breathable
the alien
oxygen.
tells him, "Hey, take your mask off," and that message was indicating that the air around him was oxygen. So he finally does, and establishes trust between him and the alien. And from there, Ryan Gosling he brings over a computer to try and establish some sort of verbal communication.
Echolocation kind of is.
Yeah,
From
from there we find out that the alien communicates mainly through echolocation.
Mhm.
One thing I will say though is that this is probably just me because I saw the movie. I'm trying to remember. That's the movie where the
The
alien.
nut job, yeah.
What?
That one.
No.
What did he say?
The nut job, no.
No, not the nut job. Fucking the one where the
It's
alien.
the nut job too. We all know.
It's the one where the egg alien ship comes in.
What?
Oh yeah, Arrival.
Boneheads.
Arrival, yeah, because
Yeah, I thought the whole movie was gonna be Arrival. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah, him just communicating with the thing. Yeah, it could have been. It was probably an hour and 30 minutes of him just like.
No, but the reason I bring up Arrival is that in that movie, when the aliens show up, it takes them like almost it takes them like a full year to establish proper communication between them and the aliens.
Oh,
In
that
this movie, they do it in like a few hours, and I thought, for a movie that claims to be hard sci-fi, that's kind of fucking bullshit. I'm gonna be honest.
It's clear that time passes. It is clear. It's not like they did it like overnight. They did do like a montage of him.
It definitely
They
wasn't
did
a
do
full
few
year.
montages,
It could have been.
but-
I don't know.
It was not. It was definitely not a full. They were definitely.
They're
not
in
there for a
space, so
year.
time doesn't even work in the way that we're describing it. So, like, using year as a basis is
All we
not
know is that it
important.
obviously took him time to eventually set up the computer to help him communicate with the creature who he eventually named Rocky. And
it did seem frustrating how just some nuanced words do not translate well. Then Rocky just knows them for some way, because sometimes he speaks in like, not sarcasm, but he speaks in metaphor, and Rocky understands it. And I'm drawing a blank on what he actually said, but sometimes he just speaks in metaphor that's normal for us to understand, but would literally be
He
impossible.
speaks in Ryan Gosling one-liners, and somehow Rocky understands it.
Yeah, I mean that's the
He
frustration
might
I
have shown him
have.
his entire like fucking.
He sees his entire show. He showed him all Ryan Gosling films.
I mean,
showed him
there,
Nice Guy, showed him Barbie, showed him Drive, showed him fucking what's another one?
Blade Runner 2042.
yeah. Is there
Showed him La La
is there a
Land.
La La
way?
Land, yeah.
I know I'm digressing.
You'll notice like all of those take place in LA, and he plays the exact same character in all of them.
Is there a way they make this movie with less humor?
No.
That's another thing. This
I
is
was not expecting it to have as much humor as it did. I'll be
it's
sure.
it's a very millennial coded film.
I don't know if you guys heard me
This
laughing
is-
at some point.
Yes,
yeah, no,
we
Becca
heard
was
you.
laughing the whole way.
It almost
and
borderline
I feel
a
like
kid movie though, with some of the like goofy.
The
It's
ending-
NASA propaganda. I don't know.
The ending definitely was a kid film tier.
They
Oh.
all basically ended in a dance party. They ended in like a fist bump party, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you technically did in a party because, yeah.
Does Ryan Gosling
it
get a
literally
walk?
ended and everybody clapped, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He gets a
You
rock
mean
wife, dude, and he has sex with the rock wife.
Again, a lot of what
We
we're
didn't get to see
complaining
his
about.
rock wife, which
wouldn't
made
be,
me
like, in
sad.
a
That is
normal movie?
true, we didn't.
Like in a normal movie, I wouldn't mind
made me
that
really
they
sad.
What did she mean by that?
That is true.
In a normal
This
movie,
is
I would not
true.
mind that they establish communication in a few days. It's just that this movie claims to be hard sci-fi, and then when you do that, you lay the gauntlet
I really
down,
don't
man.
remember
Right?
Arrival.
And it is not going to take you a few days
Congratulations.
to
No one
establish
does either.
communication with an
I
alien
watched
race.
it in college, so
Kip, I could have watched it yesterday. I wouldn't remember it, but
it was very, yeah. I don't even remember how it ends. I don't think it ends.
It ends with Arrival ends with the
that-
alien implanting the thought into the Chinese general not to attack the alien spaceship for some reason. I don't know why a Chinese general wants to attack the alien spaceship.
2010s.
It's clearly
it was
vastly
2010s.
technologically superior than
2010s.
you
Solid.
are.
It was the 2010. This was the same era that Battlefield 4 came out, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care how much you hate America. You're not going to attack an alien spaceship. It's like it's
So,
like Native Americans
have you
attacking
played
the M1 Abrams
Battlefield
tank.
4, man? Like, I don't.
It was
Like, you just
interesting.
don't.
It was that. Speaking of that movie, it was interesting, but like, I remember it not being interesting whatsoever.
No, but the only reason I brought that up is that, again, this movie claims to be hard sci-fi, and they establish communication with the alien race in a few days. I'm like, no,
We
you
don't actually know how long it took. Like, I will counter you there. It was a montage. It wasn't
I
a few
guarantee
days.
you it was not. I guess the director will prove you wrong, and it can come out and say, oh, yeah, it took them 2 years to establish communication, but
That is such an easy thing to retcon from a director.
It really is.
that's...
Because it's
then that
literally
is complete
ambiguous how
fucking
long
bullshit.
it took.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that the original vision was not, like, years or even months.
He said there was enough food to last years in the... Because I
He
thought that
did,
would be an
yeah.
issue. But he, like, established, like, about 2/4 of the way
I
through the
really
movie.
don't think the director intended that montage to be over the span of years. It really felt
How
like
would
more
you
like
change
days.
it?
Yeah,
Like-
even if it was over years, how would you like?
Yeah, how would you convey him growing out a beard again? Like, is that what you would do to convey the scale of time.
Him, or that, or like
Saul,
him.
Saul,
That's just
Or like
wasting time because he's going to
you'd
shave
have to
the
shoot a
beard
scene,
again.
and then you'd have to shoot another scene later with him out of beard, or you'd have to have him regrow a beard. And like asking an actor to do that is like the most insane shit you've ever heard.
You could just show like the passage of time through like a calendar, you know.
You could, but
a Family Guy can like montage.
I was thinking like Phineas and Ferb, man. I was thinking Phineas and Ferb's intro. That's what I think Saul was expecting.
I don't know. I do not
There's
feel that montage
160.
was supposed to represent years or even months. That's my feeling.
Man.
365 years in a year, or days in a year. I want to know how to spend it.
But after they established communication with the alien creature, which is now named Rocky, they try and work together to find, because he finds out, hey, their plan is going through the same issue, so they try to work together to collect a sample from the xenophage line to see why the sun isn't dimming where the rest are. And from there, for the next like hour, it's just like it's a buddy movie between Ryan Gosling and this little alien creature, which.
The fact that this movie somehow turned into a buddy road trip comedy is like kind of insane when you think about it. Like,
how did they didn't really subvert the genre whatsoever. That's what I mean. Like,
how did they turn a hard sci-fi into a buddy like road trip? Like,
not hard sci-fi. Not hard sci-fi.
I don't know. It definitely.
It is hard. Okay. Like, compared to most sci-fi, this is very hard sci-fi.
What's the fucking Star Wars episode of SpongeBob?
So what's harder sci-fi than this? The Martian. That's like the only thing I can think of.
Dune 2, The Return of the Sith.
Dune is basically fucking Star Wars.
I know it is. Star Trek.
Star Trek, they have FTL travel, and it's like completely insane. Also, it's like the biggest liberal fantasy.
No one considers.
It always was from the very beginning. I know
it is the quintessential. Like it's what it is.
Brady, would you say this is harder sci-fi than Half-Life?
Yeah.
All right, I can't argue with that.
Because we know space exists, we don't know if other dimensions exist.
That is true. Yeah, it's weird how this just turns. Because I thought it was just gonna be the whole movie was just gonna be Ryan Gosling going through the hardships of being on the ship and dealing with the mental trauma.
No,
he's
that's not
all
the
alone.
Martian. It is definitely not.
I was not expecting a little cuddly rock creature to come aboard. Oh yeah, this for whatever reason this rock creature. I guess it kind of makes sense because it's established early on that this thing can just like make materials on the fly, and it's implied that this is something everyone can do. So it instantly just.
They showed that with the ship, how it can just build itself.
It also said that he was a mechanic, specifically.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh, you're right.
So he didn't say it. He implied, Ryan Gosling implied that he goes something along the lines that he must be a mechanic. It's not like...
He did.
Well,
he did
creature
say
also
later.
admitted to building things on the ship.
But
he said later that because he was in this part of the ship, he didn't get irradiated.
You're right.
Yeah, he admitted it.
But how did he... Never mind. I was going to ask how he slept, but, like, that's a whole other thing.
How did he sleep?
They need to touch each other to sleep. I don't know what
in the movie established that because they can't they can't be waken up they can't be awoken from external like elements like humans can. They need someone else to watch them to protect them, or else the predator can eat them while they're asleep.
Yes.
I don't know. That's like
are.
That's not the most alien thing in the world. Almost all creatures on Earth need to sleep like with each other.
That's the thing that I always think when I see aliens is how do they subvert how humans exist? And that one was like it makes sense, but it's also a very
very common. Yeah, it's very common on Earth.
Yeah,
I mean, there's only so much you can do. I mean,
you're right. If you're gonna do a buddy cop, you can't have a true ethereal alien, which is what I would do if I ever made a true sci-fi movie.
Well, no, you could have you could make it be who's the blue chick from fucking Evangelion?
I thought you were gonna mention the blue chick from
I never saw that movie.
The diva.
You've never seen Evangelion?
No.
I've only watched 2 episodes. Don't worry, Caleb.
Oh my god.
I'm more of a 3D Ghost in the Shell with the flesh tubers.
What are you talking about?
Are you doing the live action one?
Yeah, the flesh tuber.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, the flesh tubers. You have VTubers, which are the real
I know
people.
Mike Israel's favorite movie is the live action version of Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, with the flesh tubers. Yeah.
That has to be a fucking fit.
It might be a bit, dude. He just released another video about how fucking fat and unathletic he is, and I'm just like, dude, you're just like rage baiting at this point. Like,
Fathletic.
All right. No, so after it's established that this creature can just make stuff on the fly, it makes itself a little hamster ball and decides to live on the spaceship. You know,
yeah, that's the scene that I saw. That's the scene that I saw, and I didn't even understand that was an alien. I thought it was like a robot or something.
I thought that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Star Wars rot. It is like, that's what infected the
I thought
brain.
it was supposed to be their version of the robot from Interstellar. You know, the little block thing.
I've never seen Interstellar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's fine. You didn't miss much.
Okay. Really? People say I fucking missed it all, man. Like,
It's one of those movies where everyone says it's the most amazing thing ever. I thought it was just it was a competent film, but I wasn't in love with it even in some other movies. Like I thought I liked Inception more. Even then, I didn't think Inception was that good. It was alright, but that's enough of my thoughts on Inception. So this thing is just like rolling around the hamster ball for like the next like hour, just fucking shit up. I guess it
destroys like everything. By the way, there's like there is a volatile material somewhere inside this ship that like can vaporize entire states, and he's just rolling around.
Well, he's excited because his other crew members ended up dying, and he was the only survivor. And I'm gonna be honest, it seemed like he really hadn't had contact with
backups.
anything.
I mean,
I guess
I know we're evaluating a psyche of an alien
they just
creature,
not
but I
send
feel
those
like
people? They were just
I think they got vaporized too. I guess.
Yeah. So he was
In
just
the
excited to
explosion,
have someone around. I think is what it was.
They only implied
just,
the one guy.
In a way, like
but
even then,
I feel like
They said
it
the
would
other
still
people
be
were
more cautious and not like roll around. Like,
well, he
vaporized
was
because of a
cautious
measurement
at
issue, that's what
first.
he
Remember,
said.
he told him to
Okay,
get back
but
on
it
the
was
ship
just
immediately
that wing
before
of
he even
people.
knew.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
It
in
is
the
a
ship. Like
bit
you need to be
of
more
a-
cautious rolling around in the
Oh
ship,
my
not
gosh,
fucking bumping
like-
in the shit everywhere.
Well, he
Actually, I don't know. I guess in his ship, everything is like. Okay, I'll talk about this. This comes up later in the film, but Ryan Gosling does eventually go on the alien ship, and everything is just kind of like a wall that you can
It's
pull on string.
scaffolding.
Yeah,
It looks like
everything's
scaffolding.
So I guess
Like
to him, the concept
bronze.
of there being objects just lit around that can break that easily, it's foreign to him. So
Well,
I guess
that
I guess that is why when he goes on
Is
the
this a
human
room
ship,
for garbage?
Yeah, I guess
that's
that's why when he goes on the human ship, he's fucking bumping into everything.
Well, he's very eager. He's excited, and
Because
it's new,
to him
and
I guess to him the concept of there just being just random shit everywhere is foreign. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses for poor writing. But
I wouldn't say the writing's terrible, but it's not like Oscar winning. Writing's not amazing.
it's good. It's competent enough for the film. It just when you target hard sci-fi, man, like come on.
The last thing you expect is a buddy road trip comedy.
No, I knew it was gonna be that as soon as they fucking put on the matching hats. I don't know why. I saw that scene. I thought it was funny.
All right, we got a lot of movie to cover. Let's start rolling.
Yeah, this is a pretty long film. How long? This is like 2.5
Over 2
hours.
hours. Almost 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting. I was
I didn't
expecting
think it would
at
be that long.
most 2 hours. I didn't know we were gonna get a fucking. It's not as long as like say Titanic or Casino, but it's still I was not expecting a 2.5 hour runtime.
I feel like they also kind of drug it out a little bit. Like they kind of sped up with some montages, but a lot of it they kind of drug out a little bit.
I honestly don't think it was drug out really at all. What scenes would you cut?
It would drag out a little bit, just a little bit. I think you probably could have cut out a good 10 minutes to make this film a little bit tighter, but
if you modify the plot, you can definitely make it shorter, but you have to modify the plot to where Ryan Gosling just goes home with The Rock instead of that extra scene where fucking when they did that extra scene where Ryan Gosling has to like go, I was like, okay, is this movie gonna fucking end, man? Like I was enjoying the film, but I was like, are you fucking my ass right
Yeah, there was like a fourth act. They were establishing a fourth act.
The Martian, the book, does the same thing where they like, oh, he's finally gonna get to the landing pad. He's in the Martian, dude. He's finally, and then like all the thing goes wrong. And they do that trope like 6 fucking times in the book. And I'm like, holy shit.
When the rock creature gets on the ship, they have a few fun moments. They fist bump. They fucking watch. They watch regular show. They go in like this ship has like their own version of the holodeck. It's really just a bunch of fucking flat screens together to make the
OmniMax. That's what it would be called.
To make a fucking 3D image so people can like vibe out when they're stressed. He brings them on there. He shows them places on Earth. He shows them a few films like
Rocky.
He shows them Rocky. That's his name. And they devise a plan of how to get the sample of the xenophage to try and find out what's going on here.
Okay, what are they actually called? Every time you say xenophage, astrophage.
Yeah, they both have the
Let's-
words phage.
Every time you
astrophage.
say astrophage, like it, like
But
or
isn't
a
the
xenophage.
is the xenophage from Mass Effect or is it from Halo?
It's
Neither?
probably Mass Effect
Yeah, I think
because
it's from
it's
Mass
not from
Effect.
Halo. Halo has the flood.
Okay. So they devise a plan to go to collect the astrophage. They go up there. Ryan Gosling has his moment. Rocky says, "Hey, what are you doing up there?" "Yeah, I'm just having a moment, dude." They get this nice scene of the astrophage going through Ryan Gosling. Of him just vibing out in the stream. He comes back down. He sees that we find out that there are these microbes coming off of the planet that are basically predators to the astrophage. And he realizes, hey, we have to go to the planet that this line is going to, and try to collect a sample of the species. To try and make a farm out of it to replicate it. And I actually do like the scene when they actually
He's trying to. Do they already know it's a predator, or are they assuming that it's the predator?
No, they know because they look at it through a microscope and they see it. They literally actually is that
No. That's not until they actually do it. They actually collect.
Okay, no,
the
you're
predator.
right. No, they just see that there's these microbes in the same stream as the astrophage.
Yeah, they see it pointing to
So-
that, and then it just goes to blackness.
They assume that this must be a
They
predator.
assume using their massive brains that fucking.
So they have to go
And
down
rock.
to the planet's atmosphere to collect the sample. So he has Rocky build him a fucking capsule. He can just
Like a
just send-
fishing rod,
yeah, like
kind
a fish,
of, yeah.
like a fishing rod to send down, collect the sample.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ryan Gosling
has to explain to them the concept of fishing and what bait is and what 4chan is.
You have to give Rocky bait training.
Yeah.
Does not fucking fall for the shield threads on pole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they send it down. Yeah, Rocky, he sends it down. He sends it to collect the sample. Ryan Gosling has to fucking get out there and spacewalk. I actually do like this scene. It's because I will say this. This movie does a very good job of building tension. Hold on, I'm trying to get it.
I'm jealous. I'm thirsty.
It's your fault for not bringing any special.
I actually have
sauce.
water in my car.
Go get it because I'm gonna run out.
I'm not. Is this a real bit?
I'm gonna run out of water, man.
I mean, I'll do it. I think I have like 5 water bottles.
All of it for you.
Oh, power's out.
No, the restaurant closed.
Yeah, the power's out.
She'd like knock on the door and be like, "Cookie."
Are you guys open?
You guys want me to turn on the AC?
No, it is not humid in here.
Yes,
You're
it is.
dumb. Like, look
No,
at the
it
windshield.
isn't.
Are you
That is-
insane?
I don't feel muggy
There's
at all.
physical
I feel
evidence
comfy.
of there being
Wow.
I feel
humidity.
comfy.
The fog in the air and the
Okay,
fog on our
see, like,
windshield
that's
is
too much.
humidity.
Eh.
I mean, it wasn't necessary.
It was completely necessary. I was
I'm
about to
sorry,
die.
I didn't want to turn it on because the AC is gonna get the recording, but I kind of.
That's why we have pop filters on. See, I'm so
It's still
smart.
gonna pick up the AC. The AC.
It'll pick up the drone, but it's not gonna.
Back up.
What?
Open that. I don't want the whistling sound.
Why was I
Okay.
from this on all the others?
Let's keep rolling.
So
Are you feeling okay?
I'm sleepy. I can't lie.
I don't
This is a pretty
blame
long
you.
movie. 2.5 hours.
Well, again, I wasn't. I thought we were going to see the Mario movie, and then I didn't know until last minute as we're getting tickets
Well,
that we were seeing
This
this
is
one.
actually a prequel to the
Well,
Mario movie.
Lackey 2.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's-
wait for Lackey 2 to be there. We want
It's
Lackey
in
2 to
space,
be
like,
here
I don't
since
know.
it's kind of his lore.
Space.
See,
And it was gonna be funny to watch them suffer in co-op because the Mario movies it's fucking garbage, and like I want to see Logan cope, but no, he had to fucking be a bitch and work.
Yeah. He should quit his job like all of us.
I know.
That'd be a neat hikikomori.
Oh boy.
But this movie, I think.
Anyways,
this movie does a very-
they collect the sample from the atmosphere by dipping into the atmosphere. And it's like a very tense scene. It's very good tension.
It was a
Yeah.
very good scene.
It was
Okay, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. The amount of times he almost dies kind of starting to piss me off.
It does. That's how
A little bit,
That's
yeah.
how all these astronaut movies
Yeah,
work.
once it happens twice, you're like, oh, he's not gonna die.
Yeah.
They occasionally, I can't think of an example, but I'm sure
these
someone
movies-
has subverted it. But this movie,
These movies are made for normies. And you have to realize that normies like have no bait training, like Rocky does. And they will fall for the bait every single fucking time.
I fell for the bait the second time. The first time him being hit by the counterweight thing outside, I was like, oh, he'll be fine. It was the second one where they're trying to escape back out of orbit.
I thought Rocky was gonna die, to be honest with you.
That's what I thought too.
I thought when
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling
oh,
woke
that
up,
bait-
when Ryan
that
Gosling
bait
when Ryan Gosling
actually-
woke up and I saw a pile of ash on the ground, I was like, okay, it's over. Like,
That
No,
bait
to be
actually
honest,
got
yeah,
me.
that-
They did not explain
They
that.
technically
at
could have
all.
They
ended
do
it
so
there,
many
too.
fake outs. They do so many like death fake
It
outs. in this
desensitizes
movie.
you.
No, I mean,
They could have actually killed someone, and that would have been an impactful death. But like,
I mean, I get that he kind of needs Rocky to be alive to actually figure out how to get this sample back. I mean, they also could have just said, "Oh, his plan is just fucked now," and that's like the black pill.
it shows that Rocky and him couldn't actually do it by themselves.
So,
like,
yeah, the
I do like
situation
that
to get him. So
dynamic.
while Ryan Gosling's trying to get, needs to get outside. He needs a space while to get this sample back into the ship. And while he's doing that, the ship is actually getting too close to the atmosphere. So it's heating up. It's starting to melt. Shit's starting to break off, and it's all hitting Ryan Gosling. And he needs to hang on for dear life to not fucking fall into to one, keep the sample, and two, not fall into the atmosphere of the ship. And so shit's flying on him. A fucking what is it? That's something that looks like a fucking pull-out bed hits him in the back.
Yeah, I thought it was the counterweight of some sort because like that was the thing he cut off. Remember, he had to cut it with like a knife. I assume that's the thing he cut when he cut.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the hell that
it
was.
was.
I think he was trying to do,
himself
yeah,
back
he's trying to
up.
do that to fling himself to get the
Yeah,
sample.
that's why I thought it was a counterweight because he cuts
And
it
was
off.
hanging on by a thread. He needed to get that.
Well, yeah,
But he gets the sample. He puts it on the ship, and he tries his best to get the ship out of the atmosphere. He uses all the thrusters to push himself out of the.
I don't love
planet's
the
range.
scene, but they think it's accurate. I don't.
It was tense.
You can dip a spaceship into fucking the atmosphere. That's how they slowed it. That's how they circularize their orbit, like when they're coming back from
Yeah.
the
I
moon.
get it. I get it, but
So once they get once they get out of
Usually-
the planet's atmosphere, it turns out there's a leak in the astrophage.
Also, their
fuel
orbit
cell.
could have been just like really elliptical, so they like would have no choice to go back up.
you're
that's what
right.
phage-
But why would there be so many warnings? Like it was going like you are way too low. It wasn't saying like a warning too low. It was like fatally low.
Because the ship wasn't made for atmosphere.
You're right. You're right. I don't know. They did establish that this astrophage stuff was kind of like more powerful than like a nuclear weapon. So
They did, yeah.
Well, we
So-
have no idea what sets it off at all because it's it's bullshit. But
yeah,
some hard sci-fi.
it's
there.
just if you have too much of it, it explodes. That's all
Yeah.
we know. And like when it does explode, it can melt steel.
Yeah, yeah.
Why steel specifically?
They
think
needed
it's
to
'cause
communicate to normies that this shit is.
Isn't that
powerful,
what they
we'll fuck them
specifically said? It was steel, right?
yeah, it was steel.
Yeah, I
Why
think
is it steel?
because
Like,
steel isn't a really, I'm going to be honest, a really strong metal. I could be wrong about
It,
that, but I think that's why.
I think it's,
9/11 begs to differ,
I
but
think it's like the strongest metal, but okay.
9/11,
Hey.
all it takes is some jet fuel, and it can literally take down an entire building.
Okay, well that was also
well-
the Jews, Caleb. But
There's also this thing called thermite that E-team put there.
Hey guys, hate to break it up, but we're also diverting from topic.
No, we're not.
anyways,
Like,
so
well, makes
you're
you-
going into a
so
little
yeah,
more
Rocky
detail.
Rocky like tries to sacrifice himself or something.
Okay,
and,
no,
like,
you're
he-
missing some details. So when the
Do we need to go through all the plot synopsis? Like,
Okay, what happens is that the ship goes out of fucking control. It starts spinning out. Like, you know that scene in SpongeBob where Gary's spinning out of control at the end of the race? That's what happens on the ship. That's what happens on, yeah, he's heading straight for the wall. It's like, and Ryan Gosling's like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta. He fucking passes out like a fucking bitch trying to get the ship centered. So Rocky, he breaks out of his rusty cage.
Yeah.
It starts burning up. It starts burning up.
rusty.
He starts fucking like melting.
It's rusty.
His glass dome that he lived in?
Yeah, his glass house.
Is that a reference to that one YouTuber?
His glass ceiling.
I've only heard him referenced by Emblem, and I don't think I've actually
That's
seen
what I
his
mean.
channel.
I'm pretty sure this is like the most obscure reference known to
Yeah,
man.
he breaks out of his rusty cage to save Ryan Gosling to re-stabilize the ship and to drag his ass back to the medical bay while he's literally burning alive.
Yeah.
And here, I thought, okay, this is gonna be the sacrifice. You know, this kind alien creature sacrificing himself for the better good to save Earth and hopefully his own planet. Ryan Gosling can hopefully figure out how to save his
It
own
would
planet.
be for Earth. It wouldn't be for Rocky's planet.
Yeah.
I mean,
If he killed himself.
right after that scene where you see him basically melt to death, we see the last message Rocky made was save Earth and save his planet Irid.
Yeah.
Was it Irid?
I'm gonna be honest.
Something
I
like
feel like
that.
they
Yeah.
could have also ended it there. Like he sadly passes away.
Yeah, there's a lot of points in this movie I thought
Grace
was
finds the antidote and then heads home.
I
Like
would
I
end
didn't.
the movie there. I still would have added like just another 20 minutes of him trying to figure out how to get. Yeah, him trying to figure out.
Okay,
Oh,
if the
okay,
movie
okay.
ended there, it would still be an hour shorter than it actually was. So, like, I don't know what that sigh was.
I feel like there's it still needed, even if it ended there, quote unquote. I still think it needed a little bit more explanation of okay, what is he going to do with information? What's going to happen with Erida? Is he going to try to save his home planet? Is he just going to say okay, that planet is fucking screwed because I don't know how to communicate with it?
It could just end like the Birds, dude, where he's like looking at the bacteriophage and they're all calm and they just like go away.
But no, it turns out that Rocky somehow made it back to his little fucking glass dome and is resting there. Now, at first I thought, okay, he made it back, but he's clearly fucking dead.
Yeah.
And Ryan Gosling says, no, he's sleeping. I'm just going to sit here and wait to see when he wakes up.
He waits a long time. That montage actually
That
felt
montage
like
felt
a
like
year.
a year,
Yeah, that one
did
actually felt like a
Yeah,
year.
that did feel like a while.
But it also, in this one, it's conveyed like, it only was like, possibly even in hours. Because, like,
Now, I thought when they showed the scene, I thought, okay, Ryan Gosling, he's definitely clinging on to the small hope that he might be alive. It's going to show, no, that Rocky's just like done. It's just like gone. And that he made the ultimate sacrifice. But no, he comes back to life. I'm like, okay, I guess this movie isn't willing to make it, an actual sacrifice. We're going to do the fucking...
It's Dragon Ball, dude. They gotta wish him back.
No, it's like when Mr. Enter
they gotta wish to be an inch taller. That's Dragon Ball. The whole bit is that when they do get the Dragon Balls, it's always some like really petty thing. It's never like, oh, world peace. It's like
they wish all the people killed like back to life. Like they wish the entire planet's back to life.
they can, but like
They do.
also
I did not
could
know
wish
this was
to
the
be
name of
an
Dragon
inch
Ball.
taller.
Did not know that was the name
It's
of Dragon
what's
Ball.
his name? What's his name?
Vegeta.
No, the guy with the tail.
Vegeta.
Piccolo?
Piccolo. Yeah, I think it's Piccolo, the bad guy, the major bad guy.
I've only seen
King
like 2
Piccolo?
episodes of Dragon Ball.
I think it's Piccolo. I don't know.
I think I think Dragon Ball's more hard sci-fi than this, but
Honestly, yeah.
So yeah, Rocky not dying. That was the first fake out of this movie. There's gonna be a few more along the way.
That was the first.
no, that was not the first. This movie is like. It's like
I feel like it was the
this
first
movie is
real
like
fake
the
out.
gauntlet of like. It's I wouldn't say it's basic training for bait training, but it is like the gauntlet of bait training. Like, just you have to like. I don't know, man. You can just not care for bait, like. Anyways, yeah. So he's like alive and shit, and then they discover that the predators, spelled like Reddit, they eat the bacteriophage, and they
They have to figure out how to actually contain it.
This is another point where the
Yeah.
movie could also end, but it never did.
That too.
Yeah, they do a victory dance as they find out because of the discovery. They go. Ryan Gosling. He goes on a Rocky's ship. He sees everything. He sees how their technology
Does he?
works. Yeah, he goes on the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, at the end.
At that point, he did not go in the ship that early.
There was like 30 minutes of flight. Like you have to remember, this was a movie, all right. It was like Empire. It's like watching fucking Empire, dude. But,
I will say though, I'm
like
going
watching
until the
someone
end,
else
'cause
play
this
Risk.
I'm going to the end to ask this question because I'm curious about this one. But...
it was like watching someone play fucking Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah, they say they're. Yeah, they party. He parties on his ship. He has the flashback of what happened. What happened on
Of how he even ended up on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first they depart from each other, and they're like, "Oh damn, we're never going to see each other again." It's like the last day of high school, bro.
They're talking. Yeah,
Last day of kindergarten, man.
yeah, and these flash. Yeah, and these.
Okay. It's too blackfilling when you're still in his car.
Yeah, and it's, and it,
25 years later.
in one of the flashbacks he shows on the original science team, they're saying their goodbyes to everyone. You know, he's talking to the lady. Hey, do you think they're really gonna make it? She says, I don't know. I really hope they try.
Probably fucking not.
And then it just fucking explodes. The
Yeah.
ship just fucking explodes. They're all fucking dead. And then it comes to him. Okay, well, I guess we need a new science team.
The Chinese man shows an appropriate amount of Chinese emotion by saying, "Oh, my entire science team is dead." Fucking, and then moves on. And then they just ask Ryan Gosling to go on the ship.
Science team is dead over a glitch.
Over a miscalculation. They
Miscalculation.
literally added a zero. They hit the 0 button one too many times.
It's like in fucking it's like in Fallout 76 where they actually added his ears to the bobby pins.
Or it's literally just Office Space, just the opposite. Instead of doing the rounding thing, they take that fraction of the penny.
It's what happens to Logan's computer when you don't click off the ads fast enough. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're just reminding me of the scene where they're exchanging the tools, him and Rocky. And Ryan Gosling gives Rocky the fucking tape measure.
Okay, the tape measure was fucking hilarious. I like that.
I feel like that's how Logan reacted the first time he got a tape measure.
It was, trust me, I was there.
He just chokes himself to death.
I was there for it.
You probably gave him the tape measure.
That probably would happen if you gave an alien tape measure. They probably would be like, holy shit, this is the best thing ever. But yeah,
Fucking
no.
give Rocky a gun. I'm curious what warfare looks like on their planet. That'd be interesting.
I think it's implied that they're peaceful, which is dumb.
That's the dumbest bullshit ever. That would never happen.
They have peaceful moments, Caleb, but I guarantee you they probably still have wars.
We don't even know, we know nothing about his planet. Other than there's like a space station.
Okay, I also got some news for the end of the
But yeah, in the flashback where they're showing him how he got on the ship, initially they tell him, hey, we'd like you to volunteer to get on the ship, and they're really pushing him. He's like, no, man.
He's like, I ain't no fucking white boy. I ain't going on there.
No snitch.
I know nothing of space. I don't even believe in space. And then she brings him off. Hey, come on, this is a team effort. We need you to be a team player. He's like, nah, man.
She gives him some fucking office speech. Yeah, fucking.
He's like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do it. Now, this is the point in the movie where I think, he's gonna walk out. He's gonna be they do the scene, a lot of movies do, where he's like walking out of the room and she says something that makes him change his mind.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was gonna be cliche and stupid, but no, the way they did it was fucking base.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, they do a subversion where they just force him on the ship, they subdue him and just force him on the ship. I'm like, okay, that's a good twist right there.
Yeah.
That
was definitely different. Yeah.
I like the black
time,
dude
for
just
me-
going like, you got this, bro.
Wasn't the same guy that helped him from the beginning too?
I'm gonna be honest. I was like,
Was
those are
it the same
realistic.
guy?
I could totally see
Oh
that
my
happening. Just
God.
like, no, you're fine. You're fine.
He's like, I believe in you, bro.
Yeah, we forgot to mention
Please.
earlier in the movie when they're fucking around with the adrenochrome phage, whatever the fuck it's called. They get there's like this black security guard who's like watching over, make sure he doesn't like fuck the alien creature, and he actually gets them to help him some of the experience of trying to figure out how this alien.
Oh yeah, when they lose like the fucking only 4 samples, like the only 3 samples of the thing that they have. Yeah.
And
shit, we just lost it. Fucking like.
Yeah, so they establish that they have some kind of friendship during the experimental phase. And when he gets subdued, be on the spaceship, the black security guy is there just looking over him, just going, man, these dumbass white people. And that was one of the movie I'm like, okay, this might be the scene that puts this movie over the edge for me, to make it something, from just an okay movie to make it something great. And then that's in the... And then and it cuts back to him being on the ship. Ryan Gosling gets depressed because you remember how he even got on the ship. He gets back on, and he's gonna try and go back to Earth because they're making a promise that he can make a more adrenophage, whatever the fuck it's called, to get him back to Earth.
Astrophage.
Yeah, astrophage. So he gets the fuel. He's on his merry way back to Earth. Everyone's happy. Rocky's happy, Ryan Gosling's happy. At this time, I'm kind of like, okay, this is a little bit of too much of a happy ending for me, for this movie. It's a bit too Disney. But then a few days later, Ryan Gosling, he's sleeping. He gets to hear this beep. This alarm goes off. He says there's a leak. There's like a new entity has appeared in the ship. He checks it. What ended up happening is that the biomass collected from the planet is escaping into the ship, and it's gonna fucking eat all the fuel because this thing feeds off of an adrenophage.
And it made it through
The capsules the Rocky gave him.
xenophage.
Yeah,
the xenophite.
The xenite.
The
Yeah.
xenite that the
because-
Rocky could produce.
Yeah,
And his
because
whole ship
his whole
was
ship's
made of
made
it.
His whole
xenite.
him and his whole species is made of xenite. All the technology is made of xenite. He's made of xenite. Everything's made of xenite. And the capsule made to contain this biomass is made of xenite. It escapes and starts eating the fuel. The xenophage. And that's when Ryan Gosling realizes, oh fuck, I was able to contain it, But Rocky is not going to be able to contain it. It's going to escape. It's going to escape and eat all the fuel on the ship. He's going to die.
Establishes that for some reason Rocky doesn't know what radiation is, and he's
or relativity. That was like, how did he get here?
He was just the builder, man.
I feel like
no. It said Ryan Gosling said his species. He might have just meant Rocky himself, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't tell him. They're just like, good luck.
Yeah.
I feel like
I feel like only the pilot really needs to know about that. Well, I don't know, because supposedly they died from radiation. They didn't even know what it was.
I feel like because it's established in the movie that Rocky that he has a girlfriend, and two that they've been together for like 150 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's implied that these organisms, they're just a lot more hardier than humans, and radiation up until this point hasn't really been an issue for their species.
I guess you're right.
Maybe.
And how they get into space is probably just a lot more cruder because they can just endure it. Their bodies are not as
their thing is literally exposed to space, is it not? Like their ship?
Yeah.
No, he had an atmosphere, I think.
Did he?
Because when Ryan Gosling was putting his hand inside the transfer thing, he said it was really hot.
You're right. Well, it could also be that the vacuum of space is pulling all the heat.
And also Ryan Gosling, when he was in his ship, he didn't have a normal spacesuit. He had like a different spacesuit made by Rocky.
Oh, you're right.
So it's probably made for that specific atmosphere that he has.
But I think it's implied that their species is just their bodies are nowhere near as fragile as human bodies. I think it's implied. So it's probably just easier for them to get into space. At least that's what I was thinking. So
I was just saying, like, they should know what relativity is because because like where Tau Ceti is in relation to their planet would be different if you believe in general relativity versus special relativity. I don't know.
Always thought
because wouldn't the light show up different? Like if you didn't know?
I assume that these creatures, they live for so long that space travel isn't as big as an issue for them as it is for us.
They established that when he said, "Oh, yeah, it'll add 6 years."
Yeah. He did drop 6 years. Like it was like really casual, just like, "Oh yeah, it'll only add 6 years to my trip."
Yeah, so they live hundreds of years, and so space travel isn't that big of a deal for them. Well, it still kind of is, but not as big for us because we only live at most like 120 years. That's
at most, like.
Yeah, no, the oldest person alive was like.
None of us in this car combined will make it that long.
Combined.
The oldest confirmed human was about 124 years old.
About.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
But. So I thought, okay, this is gonna be the ultimate sacrifice that Ryan Gosling has to live with the fact that that he's gonna get back to Earth and he's not gonna be able to save Rocky. It's either he sends the probes out and saves Rocky, or he just goes back to Earth and lets his planet die. So he has to make it a sacrifice. And I thought, okay, this is going to bring the movie over the edge. And actually, what I really thought was going to do it was that, he decides to do the ultimate sacrifice. He sends the probes out to Earth, with everything he's learned, all the videos, all the samples. And he takes the ship back to Rocky's ship. He gets there, and he sees that everything is empty. And it's implied that everyone is already dead because he's tapping on the little fucking glass to get the creatures to come back up.
No, they just need to bait us one last time. Like, these people are fucking
No, I thought it
baiters.
was going to be a tragedy. He comes back on the ship to save
That was not the last bait.
It's not.
Was that not the last bait?
The final scene where you think he's at Earth.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, that was a good bait.
No,
too.
but I really thought,
God.
okay, this is the crescendo. He made the ultimate sacrifice, and it still wasn't enough. Because now he not only screwed himself. Rocky is dead. Their entire species is going to go extinct, and that was going to be the bittersweet ending. That was going to put this movie over the fucking edge. It was going to be something okay to something great. But no, they do another cop out. Rocky comes scurrying back. He explains the situation to him. They work together again. The day is saved for the Rock people. But I guess okay. But now Ryan Gosling is kind of fucking screwed. He made maybe Rocky did it, but he made the sacrifice. And now, after saving this alien race, he's just gonna die in space. Because that was the right thing to do.
At this point, he's not going back to Earth, and
yeah, he was just gonna die.
Yeah.
He was just gonna die with Rocky.
Yeah.
So the next thing comes in.
He didn't have anything back on Earth to really go back for. I mean, they stated that in the movie, and I can understand why he decided to stay out in space. Because he didn't have any family. He was a teacher. He didn't have a wife. He didn't have a girlfriend.
You're right. you're right, but it's still a sacrifice. I'm like, okay, it wasn't the
Yeah.
high crescendo I was expecting, but he did. But there was a sacrifice made here, so I can accept that. This is still a pretty solid film. It shows them the probes coming back, the people. Caleb, you thought that it was going to be like everyone was already going to be fucking dead. It was going to be like a gig of fucking Blackville, like fucking.
The Earth did freeze over. Like that's not like.
They never tell us. They never say where they are.
I assume they're in the same ocean. It's just now frozen.
No, that was like an icebreaker ship. It was like a different ship. It wasn't.
Yeah. They can change shit. It's been 30 years.
I mean, again, they never tell us where they are in the world.
That's a good point.
They could just be in the
Earth. Say aircraft carriers can last 30, and then I just remembered, the fucking current situation.
Yeah.
But no, they don't do the brutal Blackville. They, the ship probes come back. The woman from before, she's there. She collects the samples, and then they bring them back to some research station in the Arctic.
To start figuring
out how everyone dies. As far as we know, they didn't explain that far. So as far as we know, they could still all be dead. But
no, she definitely looked a lot older. I don't know how much time do they say specifically how much time do you think?
I'm assuming 30 years because that's when they said the winter would actually happen, and it's definitely showing it's winter. Okay. So, I'm gonna assume at a baseline 30 years, but it's probably less, just by general looking at someone's age. She definitely looks younger than 30 years.
Yeah, because I was about to say, if that was the case, then my other question was, if there was so much, because he said there was a lot of food and water on the ship, then what did the other two people die from on his ship then?
They never explained. That's never explained.
I know. It never was
actually, they did. When they drugged him, they said they were going to induce you into a coma beforehand.
Oh, no. Yeah. They didn't know if it was going to work. They didn't know if
they said you had a more. They didn't explain why.
Yeah.
But they said you will have a higher chance of survival by inducing it beforehand.
I thought they were just all in a coma.
That
Oh, you mean okay? They got into a coma on the ship.
On the ship, yes.
So there was probably some. Okay, so what killed them then?
Exactly, because it didn't.
They never did explain that.
No, but early in the movie they said they were talking about the induced comas, and Ryan Gosling asked the scientist, "Hey, do you think that's safe?" And he was like, "I don't know. It's the best shot we got." So I think they just took it. It was just Russian roulette. They all took the chance, and Ryan Gosling was the only one that survived.
I mean,
from the induced.
I guess so, because the other.
Ryan Gosling got lucky.
I mean, maybe, but like they also didn't look that really old either. Like they looked fine. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Time works different in space. Like.
Well, I figured. Oh, I can.
Yeah. Because if they're going at 90% the speed of light, they're gonna experience time.
But they never really said like what caused them to die. It could have been the coma thing, but. I don't know.
They were all blue, so one of them was.
That
blue
would be
asphyxiation.
Well, one of the women also. I think this also just happens like after your body dies. But she also had like black stuff on her hands, like her hands like start not deteriorate. I could be very wrong. I'm probably going off topic, but like that also is a sign of a sickness, though.
I do like the beginning of the movie where the robot tries to rape Ryan Gosling. That was funny.
Yeah. But
Roger the rape reference.
Who am I?
Roger the rape reference.
I literally watched a YouTube video beforehand talking about how like people waking up from comas, you are not able to walk, talk, and like.
No.
Yeah, that was another thing.
It takes years to even get to
Ryan Gosling.
He did in like 5 minutes.
He actually fucking trips. He's like, okay.
I thought they were actually gonna make it legit, like him waking up, because like.
But they never show how long it took him to regain his function, dude. It could have taken years, man.
No, they showed a montage of him climbing a ladder, like immediately after
climbing up a ladder,
putting on a jacket. He put on his own clothes, which is probably the biggest. Like, sure, maybe he could like somehow willpower his way into climbing a ladder. Maybe there's some weird gravity stuff, but he put on clothes by himself after waking up from a coma.
That does take a lot of coordination.
That is the most, because that takes actual coordination.
How long was the coma?
Presumably 11 years.
No, it must be 4 years. Because
I think it was 11 years in Earth time, but I think it might have been. I don't know.
More like, it's 4 years.
Because he thought it was like a week. Because he thought he was at like Neptune or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was clearly sometime because when he got induced, he didn't have a beard, he didn't have long, short-link hair, so it was clearly.
It would be much longer if it was years.
It was clearly, obviously,
it was 4 years because when he's originally going to go back to Earth, the machine says it will take you 4 years to get back to Earth. And it's
I thought it said 11.
No, it's 11.
No, 11 was radio.
Yeah, because okay, so
what's the point of even radioing if going back takes? Oh, you weren't supposed to go back. Never mind.
Also, I think it's just it'll feel like 4 years.
Yeah, because
like
relativity.
yeah, because like on Earth it'll be like 30 years or some shit.
Yeah, that's why we can't actually dictate how much time passed.
Yeah, the time in this movie is like insane.
It's not necessarily a fault of the movie, but that is the hardest part of the sci-fi, I will say.
Well, back to
the hardest part of the sci-fi was the artificial gravity.
That was, but like that's not like that crazy of a concept. It is awesome that they did it.
They did it in both ways. They did it with both the constant burn, and then they did it with the spinning.
Yeah, that was pretty
like
cool.
I've never seen a sci-fi movie do it both ways.
The fact that they used constant burn is such a rare concept. Period.
The Expanse does it. Am I still green? Okay. Yeah, the Expanse does it, and they do it with the special drive in the Expanse that makes far travel possible between the planets. Mm-hmm. Guess what it's called? It's called the Epstein drive. And it was named right before the incident happened.
Which incident?
The second incident, the one that people remember. The normies don't remember the first one.
Oh, okay, Brady. What's the in your explanation of why it's called the Epstein drive?
Because Epstein, some guy named Epstein, and that did it.
Did he say his first name?
Yeah, I think it was Jeff.
Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome
It's literally
Epstein.
just straight up Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeff with a G.
But we're getting off track, so they could have ended the movie there of the probes going back to Earth and then Ryan Gosling, just accepting his fate that he's going to live out the last day chilling out with his rock alien. But no, and then it cuts to a scene with him waking up in a room. There's sunlight coming in. And at first I'm like, okay, this is just him waking up in the ship. And he made his room around the little fucking the holodeck on the ship.
Yeah.
And this is just him living out his last days. But then no, there's a knock on the door. It's fucking
knocks.
It's fucking Rocky. He's in like a spacesuit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They made it back to Earth, and then
they reveal they're on his blue ass planet. And,
they're on Rocky's planet now.
Well, they're on a simulation with.
So at first you think he was on.
They're in a
he's on
biodome.
Earth.
If you remember hit movie Biodome, the greatest movie ever created.
At first you think you're on Earth, and then they pan up and you see the ceiling. I'm like, oh, they're on Rocky's planet. I mean, like, okay, this is a happy ending, but it's a unique take on a happy ending, so I could live with it. But then
I think it's the most close to a Christ figure I've ever seen without like explicitly saying it. Like,
really?
Yeah, because he's still alive, but he ascended.
I think you're looking at. I don't know.
I can understand that interpretation, but I don't agree with it.
No, I do not.
I don't agree with it.
But I'm like, okay, so he's on this alien planet. I guess he's just going to live here now. It's a bit too much of a happy ending, but it's a twist on the happy ending, so I can live with it.
He did establish he wants to be a teacher, and it literally ends on him Zoom calling the rocks.
That's
like the rocks is like that was
like okay, time out. You can't fucking do this
You
shit.
would think this back. No,
Yeah, so the movie ends with Ryan Gosling, because at the beginning of the movie, Ryan Gosling starts as a teacher teaching kids. Mind you, there's not a single white kid in that classroom. It's all like white women. Or like some like shade of brown, like in the classroom. Like I don't know where the school is. They never tell us what state they're in.
America.
It's just anywhere America.
It definitely is America.
We don't know the state, but it's somewhere in this godforsaken country. And then it ends with him being a teacher to the little rock creatures.
Can we talk about how that East German woman somehow like wasn't an atheist? Like, do you know how rare that is for East Germans?
Can we establish that she's an East German?
Brady, I think it's like okay, Brady. You know that episode of Family Guy where there's a black hole eating the earth and Brian like last minute becomes a Christian. It's to be Moggs Brian for praying to God to save him.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that for that East German woman because the earth is literally about to die. And it's like, well, fucking, I might as well believe in God now.
It's fucking Christopher Hitchens. Wow, fucking.
Yeah. He's pulling a Richard Dawkins because he's dying now and now he believes in God all of a sudden. Alright.
But he teaches all the little rock students and he fucks his rock wife on screen.
Okay, he doesn't fuck his rock wife on screen, but when the camera pans, when he's teaching the class and the camera pans to the little rock students, I'm like, okay, no.
At first, I thought he was gonna make a video for his students back home.
Right,
yeah.
11 years though, that was the only thing that came into my head.
I mean,
even longer.
I mean, it'll be like 11 years old.
It turns out they lived on like Mars the whole time. Mars has moms, like, you know what I mean.
When I saw all the little rock creatures have the different colors, they were like literally clapping and doing the default dance, like, Dude, okay, this is officially a Disney film.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Ryan Gosling did do a Fortnite dance in the first fake out ending.
To be fair, Rocky did also say that he was gonna help him get home, or that they were helping him repair his ship to go home.
Okay,
dude, that was
like 60 years.
That was just to reference the growth from the beginning where they asked the same question.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I am fine with that just because it does reference the beginning of the movie. It makes it circular.
Well, not that.
I'm
talking about just the part where like he's talking to Rocky. Hey, we know you're cool living here, but your ship is like kind of like already ready. And Ryan Reynolds is like, okay, let me think about it. I'm like, okay, it's a bit too much of a happy ending for me, but I can live with it. It's the dancing little rock critters in the class. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
dude,
when someone says hard sci-fi, I did not expect to see the dancing rock critters.
That is not fucking hard sci-fi. At best, half-chub sci-fi. Holy fucking shit.
I don't know. I still think this is actually the hardest sci-fi I've ever seen. That isn't The Martian.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Name a harder sci-fi besides The Martian.
Independence Day?
The
sequel, specifically.
Fuck.
But
Interstellar? I don't know.
Interstellar. They have interstellar drives in Interstellar. Here, at least they're going below the speed of light, and relativity still. I guess relativity does affect it.
No, Interstellar they go through a wormhole, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know if that actually is real. Wormholes are only mathematically real, as far as I know.
Oh,
unless I'm mistaken.
I don't know. That ending was like too much for me. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you kidding me? They're dancing. It's a fucking dance party ending.
The fact that it managed to be a dance party ending, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it actually wasn't that bad though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say a solid. I don't know, maybe 7 out of 10 movie.
I was considering. Okay,
that's
I was most
Cemetery
of the
Man.
movie.
7 out of 10 is Cemetery Man.
Okay, this is the thing for me. Most of the movie, I was going 7 out of. It was 7 out of 10, but I was waiting for the moment to really just bring it over the edge. You know, that crescendo. Like I thought.
You just wanted it to be a black pill.
No, not even that. Not even that. If
that.
like someone made a sacrifice in this movie, like if Ryan Gosling like killed himself to save his planet in the alien planet, I'm like, okay, this is the thing that brings over the edge for me. 8 out of 10. But no, they just keep. The movie just kept bitching out. Like it couldn't commit. Like either have somebody die, have Ryan Gosling die, have him fucking like abandon the planet, have him kill himself to save Rocky. Do fucking something. Don't fucking bitch out and give me this Disney ending.
I kind of agree. There was a part of me that actually thought the movie at one point was just going to be him sending a sample back to Earth, and he just died, and the rest of the movie was them solving the problem on Earth.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest.
No, I thought it was going to end with them just, okay, they got the sample, and Ryan Gosling's looking off into deep space.
That is how a lot of
accepting his
That
fate.
is how a lot of astronaut. What's that? You know that one astronaut movie where it ends with the guy on the launcher on the moon, and he just like slowly runs out of oxygen and dies.
Space Gems?
That's not. Yeah, Space Jam. No, there is a movie about a Russian. It is
Area
complete
51
boomer slop.
or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Planet 51. Yeah.
It's not Planet 51. It's not animated.
Okay, when did the movie come out?
I don't know.
Is it like some deep, depressing Soviet wave film where it's like basically just stalker but on the moon?
Okay, so it's not fucking steamed hams, but it's a Soviet cartoon. It's not that deep cut, but it is. It's basically a Poseidon.
Look, I'm not saying
it's the Poseidon Adventure kind of deep cut.
Look, I'm not saying this movie had to turn into fucking Event Horizon at the end of the movie. I'm just saying like this movie didn't want to commit. There wasn't that moment where like, okay, this is an ending. This is the ultimate sacrifice. So this is like a real fucking black pill. You know what I mean? The movie just played it too safe for me. So I really wanted this movie to just take me over the edge, but it just didn't.
So what if the movie ended with like full nudity, him fucking his rock wife, and he says, "Yeah, this is how you get your rocks off," and he said it in that stupid Ryan Gosling voice.
I would say 8 out of 10 just for the fucking balls of the director just ended like that. I don't know. I mean, if it ended with him just talking to Rocky about if he wants to leave his planet or not, I would still say 7 out of 10. But with that ending of little critters like dancing around the classroom, like.
I can forgive that. Man. I'm gonna be honest. That was like out of fucking nowhere, but I can forgive it. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can keep it a 7 out of 10. I want to like this movie, but it just kept copping out.
I'll be honest.
It didn't have.
I don't.
It didn't. This movie just lacked the chutzpah to really make this a great film.
This fucking phone has fallen like 462 times.
You might as well just need to hold it.
This movie lacks the chutzpah. They really just bring it to the next level. Like all the ingredients were there, but the director just he just didn't want to take the risk.
No. I think I would also give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm more of like a mystery thriller romance, not really a huge sci-fi fan
reads
unless
smut.
it's funny.
She does.
But unless it actually like hooks my attention into it, I try to give it a shot. This was a little bit better than what I was expecting, I'll be honest. Definitely took a different turn, but it honestly wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't that bad in my opinion. I enjoyed it a lot better than what I thought also I was going to enjoy. So
I did enjoy this movie. It was a ride. I was not expecting little rock creatures and a buddy rom-com, and it literally goes from Interstellar, buddy rom-com,
Weedcrest 2022.
and then there's like this section of the movie which is like a lot of high tension. Like that section where they're on the planet trying to collect the sample. I was at the edge of my fucking seat the whole damn time. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. That was the best part of the film.
Yeah, I agree.
And then and after that they just keep doing all these fake outs. I'm like, okay, they did this.
Yeah, there were a bit too many fake
But that's
outs,
too many.
yeah.
That's too fucking gay. Oh, but there's this twist. Okay, that's pretty interesting. No, okay, they're backing down. They're doing the safe route. Oh no, but there's another twist, and then just pick a lane.
did you feel like it was going too many directions instead of just like one direction?
No, the direction wasn't the issue. It was the fake outs.
Well, that's what I mean, like with the fake outs. Do you feel like
The Martian, at least the book version, does that a lot. Like, it is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 700 fake outs in the Martian.
The thing with books, fake outs are kind of easy to spot when you have 200 pages left.
Yeah.
Good to know.
This movie could have cut. I feel like it's not. It didn't overstay its welcome, but I do think it was just a bit too long. It could have been a bit tighter.
Yeah. In my opinion.
Again, the very end, it just this drama dance party ending on me. I don't know if I can give this a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, at its best, it's like a bordering an 8, but it really.
It was bordering an 8 until they show that he was on the alien planet. I'm like, okay, this is definitely not an 8 anymore, but this is a solid 7. But then, those alien kids. I'm like, dude, this is Marcy's moms, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What is this?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, bordering on an 8 at its best parts, but I agree. The stupid amount of fake outs. Eventually, you can get a read when fake outs are going to be fake outs and they won't actually have stakes. And you could tell this movie was going for a wholesome, because nothing actually bad happened in this movie. When you actually break it down,
I think
nothing really.
2 people died. The two other scientists died.
And 2 rocks.
Yeah.
2 scientists,
No,
2 rocks, and about
23 rocks, remember?
100,000 people blew
Oh, yeah,
up.
he had 23 rocks.
rocks.
There were 23
We don't
people.
see-
23
we don't see the
rocks
corpses on
and
screen.
100 researchers.
What is this movie rated?
At least,
PG.
yeah, that
It was
has to be
PG.
PG.
It was PG.
They didn't
not
curse
swear?
at all. No.
No.
I could have sworn they dropped one F-bomb or something. Was this really PG?
Isn't that the
Yeah.
lore you can drop? No, that's PG-13. You can
No,
drop
it was
one.
PG.
Yeah, I think it's PG.
Oh fuck! That's why it's a fucking kids film.
That's what I was saying. I said that
You
at the
didn't,
beginning.
didn't pick that up?
No, I'm
Is this
pretty-
guy fucking insane? Like,
No, it's PG-13.
Okay, that means
Is
they
it?
can cuss once.
Yeah. 2 hours and 37 minutes.
damn.
It should have been longer.
With that ending, I would have believed you it was PG. I didn't.
Those
I mean,
last 7 minutes
You
really
mean G?
fucking feel like
Like-
30 minutes, man.
So, yeah, with all that being said, I'm going to have to give it a 6 out of 10.
No, I'll say 7 out of 10. It was alright.
oh fuck! I'm conflicted.
I think
mean,
at the best parts, it's a 7, but at the top end of a 7. But
it's a low for me. It's got to be a low 7. I'll give it that, a low 7. It would be higher if it just wasn't for the very very end. I could accept a happy ending, but the dance party, no. Mm-mm.
yeah, the struggle for actual stakes, once again, you could tell that everything will go right for at least Ryan Gosling. That's where I was going. I thought Rocky was going to just be a means to an end. He helped them save Earth, which was a noble cause in itself.
I don't think he was gonna fuck him over. I don't. Think...
That's not fucking him over. Having someone die from saving you is not fucking someone's over.
Sorry.
But yeah, there really weren't. There were stakes, but after Rocky just healed himself, you kind of realize that there weren't going to actually be any negative things also.
And I really thought that there was going to be this crescendo black belt when he found out, the fucking biomass is going to eat all the fuel and Rocky's going to die. He's not going to be able to save his planet. I thought, okay, this is like the gritty
I was
fucking
kind of
black belt
hoping that he goes to the ship, Rocky's dead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was going to be the crescendo.
But Earth is still saved. I was kind of hoping that would happen.
This is cinema. This is like the ultimate sacrifice. But no, they just bitch out. It's completely fucking bitch out. I'm like, damn. Okay, you're just going to do this?
It's a NASA propaganda film. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. NASA sloppy. I don't even think that. The first ship they tried launching explodes because someone fucked up the calculations.
That wasn't a ship.
That wasn't a ship. That was a research lab.
Yeah.
They added the 0. Remember?
If
like in Office Space, they added a 0.
Okay. No, so I thought because I saw the rocket on there. I'm like, oh, okay, this is them just testing out the ship. This is them sending up the first crew.
Earning simulation test.
Now we're 10 minutes and something seconds.
But yeah, 7 out of 10. Go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say below 7 out of 10.
7 out of
Where's
10,
the G5 at?
No, Becca, you were gonna say something. You were waiting for the end of the review.
That was my question about the other two who were on the ship with Ryle and Grace. Yeah.
Can you mention that's a fucking lazy ass name, Rylan Grace?
Well, Rylan is a regular name, but he went by his middle name.
Wait, is that actually his name? We're calling him by his actual name. Was this actual name?
Yeah.
Rylan Grace.
What? Oh wow.
No,
that's
very close to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, man? You couldn't think
I
of
feel like that's why they were
calling
him Grace.
Well, it also sounded like he had 2
Rylan.
first names. I'm gonna be honest, but he mostly
he did
just
have
went
a middle
by...
name. There was.
I will say this movie. This is probably the. I don't know. What's another millennial coded film?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think I'd say this movie.
You want to repeat
Christ, Caleb, fucking like pure distilled millennial blood.
You want to repeat that?
I would say this movie.
Pure millennial semen garbling. You mean like
I would say this movie definitely is better than Guardians of the Galaxy. I was gonna say this is better than Interstellar until again the dance party ending. I'm like, okay, no.
El Dorado.
El Dorado.
I honestly put this. People are going to disagree with me. I put this in the same. I enjoyed this about as much as Interstellar. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm more of an Inception kind of guy. More of a top stage spinning.
Interstellar's a fine film, right? But I just wasn't as in love with it as everyone else was, and I put this on the same. I enjoyed this as much as Interstellar. There are definitely moments in this movie I liked a lot more than Interstellar, but again, is that. I know I've harped on it. It's at the very end. I'm like, this just brings it down so much. But
yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No.
No.
I'm sleepy.
No bits.
No.
I'm so sleepy. I can't.
I'm very tired as well. So.
Very tired.
Chevy Cobalt. Oh my god.
Pontiac G5.
Yeah. Yeah. Catch us for our next review. We're gonna be reviewing DVDR's entire catalog. All right. See you then.
Yeah.